Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandegam Sri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadhanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Vancha Kalpatarvyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraga Paramaha Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraga Anadi Radhir Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying the King of Knowledge, Raja Vidya. That is Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. So now, in this Bhagavad Gita, we understand Krishna is teaching us that if we act with intelligence, we will be able to free ourselves from the bondage to work. So, bondage to work is the main point we understand. We are bound to take birth, we are bound to work. That means we are bonded to take birth and bonded. So we are all bonded laborers. That is the science we are understanding from Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because we are attached. And we are going to study very important sloka today also. We will understand that we are attached, which we are not supposed to. Because in this world, we think that whatever we get, we think that we own them. Any results, what we get. So that's where the biggest mistake we are committing. By thinking, feeling that we own the results. So we need to understand very well. From Bhagavad Gita, we are understanding very well that we don't even act. We don't even do any activities. Then how can we own the results? When we are not the performer, when we are not the doer, then how can we claim the results? That is not correct when we are not the doer. Na kartritvam, na karmani lokasya srajati prabhu. That's what Krishna is teaching. So na kartritva means we are not performing anything. We are not doing anything. Na karmani lokasya srajati prabhu. We are not even creating any activities for anyone in this world. We are not doing any activities. We are not creating any activities. Na karma pala samyogam. We are not even the cause for the results of our activities. Then how can we claim that I own the results? everything belongs to me. So that's where we are making a huge mistake. That is because of ignorance, nothing else. Because of not understanding about our own self, not understanding the song of God, this Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge, the king of knowledge. Because of such ignorance, we think that we are the doer and we are doing everything and we want the results. In fact, in reality, that action itself is happening because we are, even before acting, even before doing, we are already attached to the results. Even before the results are known, we are already attached to the results. That's what is happening with all of us in this material world in general. Especially in this earth, this modern civilization, everything what we are doing is everything is results oriented. So we do something only if we are going to get something out of it. And that's where the major problem itself is coming, even before even performing the action, before even doing anything. So we think that we are going to own the results. We can claim the results. So then what is happening actually? Once we think like that, once we get ourselves attached to the results, whether we'll get what we want or not, we don't know. But just because we are attached to the results, we are forced to act. That's what is happening. From the beginning, this attachment is forcing us to act. We don't even know whether we get what we want, the results wise. We are not even sure. But we are forced to act by the three modes of material nature. That is because we are attached to the results already. Then what is going to happen? Such results are going to bind us to this material world. We have to face the consequences. We have to face the results. Either it is good or bad, either the results what we want or not. But it is going to bind us to this material world. That is the fate. That is always going to happen. Whether we get punya or papa, whether we get pious actions or sinful actions, or whatever we do, but when we are attached to the results, when we think that we can own the results, so that results of getting attachment to the result, it is not the results, it's not the results what we are getting, the result of getting attachment to the results. That is what is binding us to this material world. That is what is known as karma bandha. And because of that, at the time of death, if we are not completely freed from all these attachments, so then at the time of death, there is also janma bandha. That means we need to again come back and take birth here because of all such attachments. If you don't have any attachments in this material world on anything, so then at the time of death, we can actually go to Goloka, go to Krishna's world, spiritual world, because we ourselves are not part of this material world. We are the spirit, we are the soul. Krishna has taught us very clearly that Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayo Kam Mano Buddhi Evacha Ahankaram Itiyam Me Binna Prakriti Rashtata. Earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intelligence, and false ego, Ahankaram. All these things are all these 8 things are my separated nature. But in the next sloka, in this sloka number 5th sloka in the 7th chapter, Krishna says that Apareyam itaswanyam prakritim viddhime param jiva bhutam mahabaho yayedam daryate jagat. That's what Krishna is. Aparayam itastu anyam prakritim viddhi me param. So these are all apara prakriti. This 8 separated nature, they are all inferior nature. Apara prakriti. Now you hear from me, you understand from me that there is a superior nature. That's what para prakriti. Aparayam itastu anyam viddhi me prakriti param. That is jiva bhuta. Jiva bhutam mahabahu yayedam daryate chara. That is the jiva. That is the soul. That is our self. We are not the body. We are the soul, which is scientifically proven. Krishna already taught in the 2nd chapter itself. We already studied. Krishna taught us that in the 13th slogan, the 2nd chapter. Dehinoshvin yata dege kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dekhantara praptir dhiras tatra na mukhyati. So as the embodied soul continuously passing from the childhood to youth, youth to old age, from boyhood to youth, youth to old age. Similarly, at the time of death, it gets another body. So we are changing bodies. Our cells are changing. Our cells are changing. Our cells are also dying. That is known as apoptosis. Our cells are dying. It's not that our cells are staying the same. It is changing. Depending upon what organ it belongs to, it stays longer or shorter time, but it is definitely changing. Cell division. Most of the cells in our body divides. So that is happening, that cell cycle. What you call it as cell cycle, it's happening 24 hours. Once every 24 hours, once every day. So that's what is happening. So even if some cells, they stay longer, even we say that they say that, oh, neurons, they don't die, they don't split, all such things, but still, there are molecular level, there are a lot of exchanges are happening. Everything is changing. What we food, what we eat. So the blood is even going there. There is the way blood is supplied to brain itself is a very, very highly complicated science. It's Krishna's design actually. So there is something called blood-brain barrier. So all such things. So everything is so wonderful. Krishna has created this body for us, this human body for us. So with this human body, we are able to interact with this world. So now we need to realize, understand this Bhagavad Gita, that we are not the body, we are the soul, and the soul should not come back to this material world again. Because if we come back to this material world means we have to take another material body. So if we have to take another material body means we have to die again. So that's what is known as Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. So birth, death, old age, disease. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Birth, old age, disease and death. That's not good for us. It is not fun taking this material body, which is going to, finally we are going to lose it. Our senses are going to become weak when we age. When we get old, senses are going to be weak. Already even when we are young also, our senses are really not very, very, very perfect. It is not. Even in the electromagnetic radiation, very small visible region only you can see. Other things you cannot even see. Similarly for our ears also, for hearing also, so we cannot see all the decibels. So that's what we need to understand. So that way, with our limited senses, with our limited, everything limited, with our imperfect senses, so we cannot think that we are great, we can do anything and everything what we want, and we cannot assume anything. So we should not have our own philosophy. That's what we need to understand. We should not have our own theories about this world, about this life. It is not going to help us. We should actually follow what Lord Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, because this is full of science and Krishna is teaching us very clearly that we are not the body, we are the soul. Just like we are changing the dress for the body, similarly the soul changes the body. That's what is happening. So that way, We already understood in this 22, sloka number 22 in the second chapter. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vigaya navani grihnati naro parani tata sarirani vigaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. So, when our dress garments gets old and useless, we'll throw it away and get a new one. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vigaya navani grihnati naro parani. Tatha, similarly, sarirani vigaya jirnani, when this body is jirnam, body is getting old and useless, we'll throw it away, and anyani samyati navani dehi. We will get another new body. That's what anyani samyati navani dehi. That's what is happening. It's not at all difficult to understand. It's full of science only. It's very scientific. So if you are not able to see, if you are not able to realize this fact, that shows that we are not intelligent at all. That's what Krishna is saying, that they are amuda, they are mudas, muda, and Krishna is saying that alpameta, all such things. Amuda is a person who is not a fool, who understands this Bhagavad Gita, who understands about the knowledge about ourselves, who has the knowledge about ourselves. So, gachanti amuda padam avyayam tat. So, if you are an amuda, if you are not a fool, then we will reach the destination which is permanent. So, reaching again, coming back to this earth, our life is not going to be permanent. So, this is we simply keep on taking bodies after bodies after bodies, bodies after bodies after bodies, different bodies, different life, different family. So this nonsense will continue forever unless we consciously put efforts to bring a stop to this nonsense. That is going to be possible only by studying and understanding this Bhagavad Gita, which is the time-tested knowledge, which is avyayam, it is everlasting time-tested knowledge, and it is full of science. We understand how to focus our mind, how to control our mind. With this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we know how to make our mind as our best friend. Uddaret atmanatmanam natmanam avassadai. One should elevate oneself with the help of mind, not degrade himself. Atmaivagi atmano bandhur atmaiva ripur atmana. For the mind is a friend as well as enemy for the atma, for the soul. That's why Bandhuratmat atmanastasya yenatmaiva atmanajitaga anatmanastu satrutveva tet atmaiva satruvat. So Bandhuratmat atmanastasya. So when we are able to control our mind, then it is our friend. Bandhuratmat atmanastasya. Otherwise, satru. Bandhuratmat atmanastasya yenatmaiva atmanajitaga. Atmanajitaga. If we conquer our mind, then it is going to be our friend. Anatmanastu. If we don't control our mind, anatmanastu satrutve. It will be our satru. It will be our enemy. Vartet atmaiva satruvat. It will become our enemy. So that science Krishna is teaching, already we studied many times in the past also, like in the 6th chapter, Krishna is teaching how to control our mind. Scientific procedure Krishna is giving, scientific process Krishna has given to us how to control our mind. Sit straight, don't look at any other directions, and simply focus our mind on Krishna. That way, wherever our mind wanders, wherever our mind goes, bring it back again and again focus our mind on Krishna. That's why samam kaya siro grivam darayan achalam sthiraha sampreksha nasikagram swam disaschanavalokayan prashantatma vigathabi brahmachari vrate sthitaha manasamyamya matchitto yukta asita matparaga. So samam kaya siro grivam. Kaya is our body, sira is our head, grivam is neck. So head, neck and body should be straight line. Samam, straight, sit straight basically. Samam kaya siro grivam darayan. Achalam stiraga. Darayan means straight. Achalam means don't move. Achalam stiraga. Sampreksha nasikagram swam. Just look down. Look down towards the nose. Not look at the nose, just towards the nose. Look down. Sampreksha nasikagram swam disascha anavalokayan. Don't look at any other directions. Prashantatma vigattavi brahmachari vrate sitaga. So being a very happy person, Prashantatma, free from fear, vigattavi, and practicing celibacy, brahmachari vrate sitaga, manasamyamya matchitho yukta asita matparaga. So control your mind by focusing your thoughts on me, keeping me as your final destination. That's what Krishna is teaching. That's why yato nischalati manas chanchalam astiram tatas tato niyamyaitat atmanyeva vasam nayat. From wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. So like that, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us very clearly how to make our mind as our best friend, how to chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that we are doing every day. So that way, this practice makes everything perfect. So we will be not only perfect, permanent. They say that practice makes things permanent. So perfect and permanent. So that way, if we make our mind to permanently focus on Krishna, then at the time of death, if we remember Krishna, we are not going to come back to this material world. So that way, we need to understand that all the results belong to Krishna. Everything is owned by Krishna, and we own Krishna. So that's what is very important. We should focus our mind on Krishna based on the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Then we are not the loser at all. Otherwise, in this material world, everyone is the loser. Everyone is going to lose in this world. Nobody is going to gain anything. Whatever we gain, materially speaking, we are going to lose at the time of death. Nothing we are going to take with us. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 46 slokas in the second chapter. So today we are going to study one famous sloka in the Bhagavad Gita. That's what people in general, when we talk about Bhagavad Gita, they immediately say that do your duty, don't expect results. It is not even Krishna is saying that don't expect results. Krishna is saying that you don't have any right over results. That's what Krishna is teaching us. We'll study that sloka now. So Krishna's mercy we studied in the 45th sloka. Krishna is teaching us in this sloka number 45. So, Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nitya Sattvasto Niryoga Kshema Atmavan. So Vedas deal with three gunas. So you don't get yourself, you give up all the three gunas. You get free from the three gunas. That's what Krishna is teaching. We already studied that in this world, in this modern age, we don't need Vedas. We need Bhagavad Gita. Because Bhagavad Gita is everything. It is Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita that if you know this knowledge, if you know this, we don't have to know anything else. So that's why here, Nirdvandvo, free from the dualities. That's what Krishna is using, Dvandvo. Nitya Sattvasto. So we purify, in the purified existence, purify our existence. Niryoga Kshema. So don't ask for anything. So Krishna takes care of everything. So Atmavan, be situated in the self. Atmavan, that's what Krishna is. The Vedas deal mainly with the subject of the three modes of material nature. O Arjuna, become transcendental to these three modes. Be free from all dualities and from all anxieties for gain and safety, and be established in the self. That's what Krishna is doing. So then in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday, Krishna has given nice analogy. Very often Krishna gives analogies. That is, Yavanartha Udappani Sarvataga Samplutodake Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Brahmanasya Vijanataga. Udappani means a well, water in a well. Udappani. Samplutodake means water in a great reservoir of water, a lake, for example. So whatever you can do with the water from the well, you can do from the water from the lake, and you can do much more than that. So, like that, whatever you can do with the Vedas, Tavan Sarveshu Vedas. So Krishna is comparing that just to the well water. But Brahmanasya Vijanate. If you understand the purpose of Vedas, that means we are the reservoir of water, great reservoir of water. So that means without knowing the purpose of Vedas, that means we are just having a well water. That's it. That Vedas are not going to be helping us. So what is the purpose of Vedas? In the 15th chapter, 15th sloka, Krishna is teaching us, Vedaischa sarvair ahamyeva vedyo. The purpose of all Vedas is to know Krishna only. Vedaischa sarvair ahamyeva vedyo. So that way, we need to understand from Bhagavad Gita everything. And in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching very clearly to us. This is a very famous sloka which I told many times. Karmanyevadikaraste ma paleshu kadachana ma karma palaheturbu mate sangostu akarmani. Karmanyeva adhikaraste. Krishna is teaching us, he is simply not saying that do your duty. Krishna is teaching us that you have a right to do your duty. Adhikaram. Adhikaram means the right. You have a right to perform your duty. When Krishna says that ma paleshu kadachana, it is not, Krishna is simply not saying that don't expect results. Krishna is teaching us that you don't have the right to the results. That's what Krishna is saying. You have a right to perform your duty, but you don't have a right to the results. That's what ma paleshu kadachana. Ma karma palaheturbu. And don't think that you are the cause of the results. Never consider yourself the cause of the results. We think that, we know already, in the past we studied in the 18th chapter, Krishna taught us that totally there are 5 factors for the success of any action. There is adhishtanam, tatha karta, karanam cha pratakvidam, vividascha pratakcheshta, daivam chaivatra panchamam. So the place of activities, there is the field of activities, and the performer, and the various instruments used to perform the activities, and then the various endeavors we put in to perform those activities, and then finally God, Devam. So all this, Krishna, of course, all these 5 factors have to come together for this success. So that's why Krishna is teaching us that ma karma palaketapur. Never think that, never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities. Mate sangostu akarmani, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So just because thinking that, oh, anyhow, I don't want the results, so then why should I do it? If you say like that, that is not good. So never consider, never get attached to not doing your duty. Because Krishna already in the 3rd chapter we studied, Krishna is teaching us that niyatam kuru karmatvam karma jayogi akarmanaga. Perform your prescribed duties, which is better than not working, not doing your duty. That's what Krishna is teaching. So in this sloka, sloka number 47, what we are studying, Krishna is teaching. You have a right to perform your prescribed duty, but you are not entitled to the fruits of action. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the sloka number 47 in the 2nd chapter. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. So that way we can control our mind. That way we can remember Krishna at the time of death. So that way we can make use of this human life very effectively. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanandana Salakaya Chakshurmi Nittamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namagam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. If any devotee has any questions, please use the raise hand option. Otherwise, I can unmute you. Hare Krishna. Rajivi Shyamataji, Hare Krishna. Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
In
Krishna.
the 2.47, the last line in the purport says, and never be attached to not doing your duty. So what does that mean?
That means we should perform our duty, everything like that's why never be
This
attached.
says never be attached for not doing your duty.
That's correct. Never be attached to not doing your duty.
So
mate
two negatives make a
akarmani.
positive, right?
What, Mataji?
Two negatives make a positive. It says never be attached to not doing.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. That's correct. Yes.
So, I mean, can you clarify that?
See, I will share this screen to you. Quickly
This 2.47.
Yes, Mataji. See, ma means it is never.
Okay.
Attached to akarmani. Akarmani means it's never attached to akarmani. Means akarmani means not doing our duty. So akarma, karma, akarma, vikarma. We study in the 4th chapter. Krishna is saying.
So is it
akarma
okay
means
for
inaction. What, Mataji?
No, is it right for not doing your duty? Never be attached.
No, Krishna is saying that never attached to akarma. That means never attached to inaction. That's what he is saying.
Okay.
See, ma sango.
Okay.
So, mate sangost. So, here, and never be attached to not doing your duty.
Okay.
See, sango akarmani means.
You have to do your duty. Which means
yes,
you have to
sango,
do your duty.
Yes, Madhavi. Yeah. Sango akarmani means attached to inaction, correct? Sango, just let us not bring ma here. Sango akarmani means attached to inaction.
Okay.
See, attached to not doing your duty.
Okay.
Ma sango means don't get attached to not doing your duty.
Which means you must do your duty without attachment.
That is correct, exactly. Which means yes.
Okay. And one more thing doubt
yes,
I have. In 9.29, he says, I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone, unequal to all. Isn't it? Samoham sarva bhuteshu, that one.
Yeah,
and if you compare that to 11.32, I envy no one, that is the one. And compare it to 11.32.
That is aham kalosmi, correct?
That is, I am time, I will destroy everyone. I will only save the Pandavas. So isn't that being partial?
Actually, we need to understand one thing, Mataji. This dying here is not something partial or impartial. Is it?
No, he says, Krishna says, I am not partial. I am loyal to all. I am loyal to my devotees. But I will say only the Pandavas. So I mean, it's
but in the 9th chapter, what did he say? Krishna said that in the same line. What is the next 2 lines? He said that Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya mayite tesu chapyaham. He said that, correct?
I am also a friend to one.
No, he said that I envy no one, nor am I partial to anyone. I am equal to all. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshu asti na priya. But whoever renders service unto me in devotion is a friend, is in me, and I am also a friend to him. That's what Krishna is teaching. See, these things actually, it is not Krishna is showing any inequality. That inequality comes from how we behave. That is what we need to understand.
So we are under the pressure of 3 modes of nature.
Exactly. It's all that inequality is coming because of our behavior. Krishna is equal to everyone. Krishna is not saying that to Arjuna, I will save only because you are listening to me, I am saving you only. But if Duryodhana comes and listen to me, I will not save, like that. He is not saying. If Duryodhana comes also listens to Krishna, Krishna will do the same. Krishna will also save him. So that's what we need to understand. You understand that, Mataji?
Yes.
Because here he clearly says that even if one commits the most abominable action, if he is engaged in devotional service, he is considered to be saintly. So after saying this, immediately he is saying that after saying that I am equal to everyone, nor am I partial. But anyone who is, even if he commits most abominable action, if he is engaged in my devotional service, he is considered to be saintly. Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhat sadhureva samantavyak samyak vyavasito. Because he quickly becomes righteous and attains everlasting peace. Shikram bhavati dharmatma sasvachantim nikachati kaunteya pratijaniki name bhaktaka pranashit. So devotees, Krishna cannot say no. He's equal to all. That doesn't mean that Krishna says to devotees, I am equal to everyone, so I won't shower my mercy on you. That is not
No,
like that.
in 11.32, the translation given is, I have come here to destroy all the people. With
Yes.
the exception of the Pandavas, all the soldiers on both the sides will be slain.
That's right. That's correct. Yeah.
So
Yes.
that's
Lokakshaya krit pravritto lokan samagartum iga pravartaka.
with the exception of the Pandavas. So that
Yes.
line was a bit, I thought it was, you know.
That is correct. So, but what is Krishna is saying that there he is what? That's what I was about to answer that question. We think that when we are getting destroyed, that is a bad thing. Living in this material world also, it doesn't matter whether we get destroyed and get another body. As long as we are in the material world, it's a bad thing. That's what we need to understand.
Okay.
We need to understand the fact that even if we get killed, again, if we come back to the material world, then what is the use? What is the use? That's what we need to understand. It's only simply changing bodies. So destroy everyone means everyone gets destroyed and again they take birth another body. That's what is happening.
Yeah, but here he says, with the exception of the Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain.
Exactly.
So why only exception of the Pandavas? Do you mean to say they are perfect?
Because they are listening to Krishna. In fact, he didn't even say that. He was saying that like aham kalosmi lokakshayat krit pravrto lokan samagatum iva pravartakam. So in the 11th chapter, sloka number 32. So Rite Pitvam Nabhavishyanti. So yeah, iva pravartaka.
Time I am.
Then Rite Pitvam Nabhavishyanti Sarve Yovasita Pratyanikeshu Yodaga. So Rite Pitvam, he was even telling Rite Pitvam, only you. He was not even saying the word Pandava here. So except you. So in the translation, Prabhupada translated it as Pandavas.
Pandavas, okay.
So if we say like that, Krishna is not even saying like Pandavas like that. He is saying that Rite Pitvam Nabhavishyanti Sarve yo ye avastitaga Pratyanikeshu Yodaga. Pratyanikeshu means in both the armies. Pratyanikeshu. So basically, when Krishna himself says that when the war happens, it's inevitable, correct? So, and also he says that I come here to establish dharma. So that is the main thing. So that's what Krishna is saying there. But you need to understand, in the next sloka he says that Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadradam cha Karnam tatanyana piyoda viram. So Drona, Bhishma, Jayadrada, Karna, everybody in the other armies only is saying that. Everybody are already killed by me. That's what he's saying there.
Okay. So it was not the Pandavas which were included, only Arjuna is mentioned here, I think.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. In the next slokas, Tasmatvam, he is telling Arjuna, he is giving him the motivation. You get up and fight. You just become an instrument. That's what he is saying there. Tasmatvam uttista yaso labasva jitva satrun bhunshva rajyam samurdam mayai vaite nigataga purvameva nimittamatram bhavasavya sacha. So when Krishna says, and that sloka number 32, Krishna is what he is saying there, I am the Kala, the time, the destroyer. Correct? So the great destroyer of the world. Aham kalosmi lokakshaya krit pravarto. So that way the time destroys everyone. So that's what we need to understand. But here Krishna is telling Arjuna that I am here and for you just shoot arrows. Nimittamatram bhavasavya sachan. So mayai vaite nigataga purvameva. They are already killed by my arrangement. That's what Krishna is saying.
So the message is to the person who is doing the duty correctly and unattached.
It is correct. Doing the duty for Krishna. That is
Krishna. Okay.
Yes. You have to do everything for Krishna. If you are doing it for Krishna, then we don't have to worry about anything. In fact, we are not even doing it. Only Krishna is doing it.
Making us do it. I know. We are just instruments.
just instruments. We need to think that we are doing it to Krishna, doing it for Krishna. That is the thinking only we have to do it. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. It was nice, enlightening. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for asking such a great question, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Kandula Tirupati Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Ganesh Urupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
We have to think that we are doing for Krishna. What is the message, Prabhuji?
Yes. Yes.
All activities we are doing for Krishna.
Doing for Krishna. That's it.
Whether it is a material or spiritual, everything is for
We should not be thinking that something is material or spiritual. If we should not be even saying that I have some other work to finish, then I will work for Krishna. Like that also we cannot think. Immediately we need to become ourselves Krishna consciousness means we need to do everything, think that we are doing it for Krishna. That's it. Yes.
So there is nothing material.
Whatever you do it for me. Yat karosi tat kuruso madarpan. That's what Krishna is saying. Yes.
Even doing research work in college, that is also.
Yes, Krishna. That's what we did. We did PhD together in IIT Madras, and that time we did it for Krishna only, correct? So that knowledge we are able
mind
to
will not be in Krishna, Prabhuji, by doing that.
What,
It is on the material things, how to.
Because we did research and working, that's why we are able to teach Bhagavad Gita and all such things. Otherwise, how we can do it?
Well, while doing our research work, our think is on the research work instead of on Krishna. How to divert that attention.
We need to understand that all the results belong to Krishna. That is the main thing. All the results. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam. Everything should be done as an offering unto Krishna. All the results belong to Krishna only. Even if you do research, whatever results you are getting out of your research, that those results belong to Krishna. That's what we should think. We should not think that it's my results. You understand that point, Prabhu?
I am doing it for Krishna. Like that.
Yes. As long as you are able to offer everything to Krishna, that means you are doing it for Krishna only. Because everything is owned by Krishna only, correct? Everything is coming from me, so everything is owned by Krishna. All the results are also owned by Krishna.
But Prabhuji, this Ananya Chintayantoma, that will not come, Prabhuji. Always thinking is not coming.
No. In fact,
it's
more
mantra
than
chanting 24 hours not coming, Prabhuji.
No. It is Ananya. See, Ananyas Chintayantoma ye janaga paripasade tesam nityabhiktanam. If they are always engaged in my service. So in fact, Krishna is telling Arjuna that sarvesu kalesu ma manusmarat yudhyacha. Always thinking of me, you fight. So if that means Krishna is not telling Arjuna, you go and sit and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 24/7. He is not saying that. You go and fight for me. So remembering me, always remembering me, fight. So that way, if we are not affected by the results, we can definitely do it for Krishna. That's the main thing.
Some people in temple I went to, they are always chanting and singing bhajans, dancing, but they are not doing any other except.
That is good. If you are able to do, if you are able to do that, that is the best thing to do, Prabhu. That's very nice.
Correct.
If we are able to do, yes.
That we have to divert our mind.
Yes. If everything is our needs are taken care, then 24/7 we can chant Hare Krishna, dance, everything we can do. Yes.
Correct, Prabhu. So when you come Bangalore, we'll dance, Prabhuji.
Yes, we do it.
When you come to Bangalore, you organize on dance program.
It's a Krishna conscious Kirtan program. Yes.
Kirtan. You have to stand and dance for Krishna.
Yeah, of course. That's what is
not simply chanting. This Kirtan you have to do.
Yes.
Kirtan and go to temple now in IIT Madras. You are taking us to T Nagar and we are dancing and going.
Yeah. That was we went to
there was a Ratha Yatra there.
Yes.
And they were pulling on the streets of Chennai.
Yes.
So I think Maharaj came now from Mayapur.
Yeah.
So we are doing that. That is very nice activities, Prabhuji. So please arrange some Ratha Yatra when you come to Bangalore. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Krishna's mercy. First, we will identify all the devotees and give them Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That happens, all other things will follow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Already our Bangalore devotees are now trying to find out fix the venue, and then September 18th we will meet there from Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Krishna, Guruji. Thank you very much for this class. I am very happy to hear.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
To see you. Because we are getting the blessing.
Prabhu, you are,
materialistically, we are getting, and we are looking at you, and we are getting the blessings only from you, only Guruji. Also, the Krishna said that I came to you in the materialistically. I will give the give the suggestions, and I will that two troubles. I will give such a suggestions. We are getting from you only. That is the main. We know something about the Bhagavad Gita, even though in what way we have to utilize, we didn't understand.
yes.
Then you taught us the Bhagavad Gita. We can understand about the what is the Bhagavad Gita, what is the Bhagavan Krishna said. We understood that only. Without explaining the Bhagavad Gita, we are not getting good results. So
Yes.
that's why we are getting the knowledge from you. That means the Krishna's blessings, and we are getting from you only. Thank
Yes.
you very much for everyday's class.
Mercy, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy. We will do much more service, Prabhu. We will identify all the devotees and we will make more devotees. Krishna's mercy. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Also, I started one group new. Some persons asked me to start from first. Already 3 groups are there. Again, I am going to start on Monday. There is another one group. Different people are there from different states and different from US. There is US also. Some persons is there. The doctors, they want to know in Telugu. They saw my message in some other groups, and they asked me to continue the Bhagavad Gita from starting onwards. I am going to start on Monday with your blessings. Really, it's a great opportunity for me, and also getting knowledge from you. I am also giving such knowledge to that person.
Yes.
Thank you very much for giving
Yes.
great opportunity.
Great, Prabhu. Hare
With
Krishna.
Krishna's mercy. Okay, thank you very much, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Palniyappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So after from the day you started Buddhi Yoga,
Yes, Prabhu.
I felt it is the Bhagavad Gita is really very simple activities we have to follow,
Yes.
and today also is very interesting thing. Today's whatever explanation you have given,
Yes.
because even the sloga as well as the normal general these things,
Yes.
that also is very interesting, because whatever action we do, we should not expect the results.
Yes.
Even the one thing which you explained in that, we expect the result even in advance. Before the action is completed, results are already in your mind.
Yes. Yes.
That is a basic thing each and everybody is realizing in their life. The sad thing, each and everybody is finally they decide this should be the result and then act.
In fact, because of such attachment to the result itself, we don't act well. That is the problem.
So that is the basic thing which Bhagavad Gita teaches, that not to do that at all. Even the sloga itself is saying that sloga 47 is very clear in that, very clear in that.
Yes.
So simple things are taught actually, and I don't know. So many years we have not realized that we have something with us, and we don't know. We are doing all wrong things only. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Thank you for your teaching. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Chitrita Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji. Thank
Hare
you so
Krishna.
much for today's class first. And another thing is that, yes, it's so important that we should also realize that we just can't sit around and not do our work. But if you tell somebody this, then they get very angry. Then you tell them that, listen, you have to do your duty. They don't want to listen. Number two is that, Guruji, this explanation which Hema Mataji has asked, it haunts all of us, that why is he panned. But I think You know, I've been watching one serial, 2013 Mahabharat, which is basically made for these younger generation, all gymmed bodies, good-looking Pandavas and Kauravas and everybody. So otherwise, the youngsters will not watch. There, Guruji, he gives a wonderful explanation. Krishna says that no, I am not partial to anybody. Like you just said, those who are both dharma, those who are with me, they go down. It's like a bowl of rice. The ones who are not in the path of righteousness, they come up first. I will eat everybody. But because the Pandavas are with dharma, that is why they are going to be devoured later. But not, I am not partial to anybody. So that was a wonderful explanation. I felt that yes, he is not partial to the Pandavas. Abhimanyu died, Ghatotkacha died. No? So those things also happened to the Pandavas. So whatever, Guruji, that is one very good thing. I'm so glad for your explanation today, Guruji. It's lovely class that we had. And one small thing, Doctor, I spoke to Dr. Ankit.
Yes.
Now he is if you can call him when the IST today in the night, that would be your morning in Houston, I think. And that would be very convenient because that is the time. I will
send him a message and then I will.
Wonderful. Yes. So he was thinking.
It's nice. You already spoke with him. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, I spoke to him, and you have to just kind of tell him. He told me, he said, why just JIPMA? Why not all the medics? We can.
That's our goal. That's our goal. Yes,
he said, why not? Why JIPMA only? So I said, very nice. And in fact, I think he will take on to whatever you're telling him. He will understand better.
Yes,
so that is okay. That is all.
I will find out his availability. I will send him a message and I will call him.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
It's very nice. And I will call and then update. We will
okay, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Krishna's mercy, Mataji.
Absolutely. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
It's a wonderful class today. Enjoyed it thoroughly. You have explained it really very well today. And I have got a few observations. One is this verse, Karmanye Vadhikarasti. It starts from Karmani and it ends with Akarmani.
Akarmani.
It's a very wonderful observation. And then second thing, you have used that Vansansi Jinani Yatha Vihai.
Yeah.
When the soul leaves this body, just like we change the clothes,
yes,
it still carries with it some attachments. That is the Suksham Tan that you have explained.
Yes.
And that is again the job of Maya. So when we leave this body, even then, Maya does not leave us.
Yes.
It is still having its clutches all over us. So,
Avasam Prakriter Vasat. They are always under the control of
under the control of this Maya. And this problem is the attachment. Like we send a file message to somebody on email, many times we attach a attachment enclosure. So that soul always carries with it a attachment. So it is never free. So when we get free from this attachments, then only our email will go to Goloka, will lead us to Krishna Goloka. So this attachment is very important, Guruji, what I have understood. And it will only gradually come through chanting only.
Yes.
So this is a great realization. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you very much for a wonderful class and very nice session. People have asked very good questions. Thank you very much to all the devotees also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabi Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Today's session was the best, Guruji, among all. And a lot of good questions and all, like the answers. And then the shloka, the famous shloka is also like saying. So it is very nice and very prudent to understand, Guruji.
Yes.
Very, it was very good session, Guruji, today.
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy, we are able to understand the way Krishna is teaching us. That is the main thing. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji, wonderful explanations, and questions are also great, Guruji. So, like Hema Mataji asked a question about being partial kind of thing. So,
yes.
Krishna also mentioned that whenever he comes in each yugas, he will save the saintly people and he will kill the
Paritranaya sadhunam
sadhu
vinashaya cha duskritam. Yes.
dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavam yuge yuge. So in that one, the saintly person will be saved and the bad people will be finished, killed. So that's not a partiality. So that's what happened there, that Arjuna was saintly and all others were miscreants, right? So I just wanted to add that, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually when Krishna says that aham bija prataka pita, I am the seed giving father, sarvayonisu kaunteya murtiya sambhavantiyaga tasam brahma magadunir aham bija prataka pita. So a father, how can a father show partiality to the children? He will not. So, and Krishna is not controlled by the modes of nature also. He is controlling the modes of nature. So he cannot even show any partiality at all. But all these partiality is happening because of our behaviors, our exercise of our free will. So that's how that is happening. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. And another thing to note is that only in one in 1,000 only will look for the perfection, and out of the people who are looking for perfection, only one will get perfection.
Yes.
Will succeed. Will see the truth, right? So, which means when during the Mahabharata war, so many people were taken away by Krishna or finished by Krishna, but only one was saved. So he is probably the one who is the most fit to go to Goloka, right? So that kind of percentage also works over there, that everybody he has killed except one, because in thousands and thousands only one is suitable, right? So he came to save him and protect him and take him to Goloka. So that's how I see it, Prabhuji. Is that right, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhu. Krishna is establishing dharma again and again in this way, so that devotees can see. This is a earth, it's a middle level planetary system. There are hellish planets where only ignorance only dominates, correct? So here, if you want to go to Goloka, we need to have a place. If it is fully like hell is in this earth, then how can we go to Goloka? So that's why Krishna is coming here and establishing dharma yuge, millennium after millennium. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, every day for providing us with the knowledge that takes us one inch closer each day, kind of thing, Prabhuji. So, really indebted, Prabhuji. Thank you, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Mithun Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, how are you?
Hare Krishna. By Krishna's mercy, I'm fine, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful class. No questions today. So, Guruji, you have a Bangalore gathering. When is it?
September 18th, Prabhu. That's what we have fixed the date. And mostly by this Monday, venue will be finalized. Srimati Mataji, everyone, Pallepan Prabhu, everyone is going there. Shri Mataji, all the devotees. Chandrakanta Mataji, everyone. So they will finalize it, the venue is Prabhu. So then September 18th is Prabhu.
Okay, Guruji. If you can share that flyer with me, I will share it among my groups also.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. We will create a flyer. I think we have not created any flyer for that yet. And once it's created, I will definitely share it. Yes, Prabhu. That's what our goal. And then first fixing the venue, that's the primary thing. Once that is done, then the other things will follow. Yes, Prabhu.
And also regarding the daily classes, Guruji, if you can share that flyer for the India.
Yeah. Sashi Kapat Mataji, I will share her contact to you, Prabhu. So you can, and also your contact I will share with Sashi Kapat Mataji. She can edit whatever you want and send it to you. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
So let me unmute Shashikopat Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna, Shashikopat Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Guruji. Once Mithun Prabhu shares the contact number, I shall update and share it with you.
Yes. Okay, Prabhu. So Mithun Prabhu, I will share both contacts to one of you and they will do.
Yes, Guruji, but if you can share me the India flyer also, I can share it among my India friends.
Oh, okay. You want to share the India flyer? Okay, so that will first share it. Yes, Prabhu. India flyer.
That I've shared it in that group, the technical group that is created. It's there in that.
Oh, it's already there. Okay.
Yeah.
You can get it from there, Prabhu.
Okay, Guruji.
You can get it. I need to send it to all the groups also, so that they can also follow it. I will do it. Okay.
Yes, Guruji. If you can share it to Timir Prabhu, he is in marriage. He can share it there.
Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Shashikopat Mataji, you could understand everything today, understand everything.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji, for today's class. Actually, I joined a bit late. I'll go through the recordings.
Yes.
And I was listening to the question answers. It's really wonderful questions. And because of these questions, we are getting to understand more and more deeper into what Krishna wants to convey to us.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
And thank you, Guruji, for the wonderful explanations. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Really wonderful lecture. Interesting learning from your class and interaction from the devotees. Really wonderful class. And today you have again reiterated how to make a dhyan using the wonderful sloka. Again, you have beautifully explained how to do it.
Yes.
How to keep your eyes, how to keep the discipline and all that. And not to falki ichha, not for the fruit, you should do your job. And again, the wonderful interaction with the Mataji's interaction with you. We have explained a lot of things. Really wonderful class. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranams, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. No question, Guruji. Thank you for class.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you for that. So, Guruji, today's takeaway is that we should not be attached to inaction.
That's correct.
That's what you said. And very often, to avoid taking in negative karma or saying that why should I get involved? I'll just make extra karma unnecessarily, even when it is needed. So the real fact is that one should not refrain from not acting, should take to action, but without attachment for the results.
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, Krishna in the 4th chapter, Krishna is teaching Arjuna very clearly that kim karma kim akarmeti kavyopi atra mohita tate karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshashe asubhat. Kim karma kim akarmeti. So what is karma, what is akarma, what is action, what is inaction? Even the most intelligent persons are bewildered. So let me explain to you what karma is, by knowing which you will be freed from the miseries of material existence. So that way, Krishna is already teaching that how to perform our actions. So if we do like that, then we are free. So that's what we need to know. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. And also basically understanding that whatever we are doing is actually pre-programmed by Krishna. And we are like he told Arjuna, just take the arrow in your hand and shoot. That's it.
Yeah.
Just, yes. So everything is pre-programmed. So then, in spite of knowing that it is pre-programmed, we use our own intelligence to move forward. So at that point of time, our thinking should be that what is favorable for Krishna, we must do.
That is correct. That is correct. Yes, Mother. Krishna knows based upon our nature, our swabhava, what we are going to do. So that's what he knows. He knows the future also. Vedagam samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu veda na kashna. So we cannot simply say that it is pre-programmed. That is, we are deciding our future. So that Krishna knows, but Krishna is not deciding our future. We are deciding our future. That's what we need to understand. We cannot simply say that everything is pre-programmed. Krishna is the cause for everything. So why he is making everyone to suffer, all such things. That is not the right way to say. We are the cause for our future. Right now, in our present, what we are doing, that is what is deciding our future. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. Because we are basing ourselves on our own intelligence and working. Yes, Guruji. So that's a very good takeaway. And our full ignorance should be lost and we should be absorbed in this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you once again for a wonderful class, wonderful insights and wonderful analysis by everyone, the interpretations and how we take it. So as you always say, Krishna has a plan. I always keep saying that, Guruji. I like that line which you have told earlier. So whatever we try, we also keep trying with our, like you said, we have to keep doing actions. So we also keep doing actions. We keep trying, and we all should
without
always
even ourselves knowing, he will make us to act in a way what he wants to get it done. So that is, he has got that plan. That's what is happening. All these things, Madan, everything.
Oh, okay.
Even ourselves trying for the venue and trying to arrange all these things. It's called Krishna's plan, but he's already making us to do because we are willing to do. That's the main thing.
Okay. Very good, Guruji. Very nice. And looking forward to our September 18th meet where we can meet all our classmates. I'm hoping as many as possible will be able to plan a trip and come.
That is correct. Yes.
And also, I think you can even put the flyers in all our groups, Guruji.
Yes, I need to put that.
Everybody can share it and let us see. Like anyway, depending on who is interested, they will call. So
no, that one September 18th we need to create.
No, September 18th, flyer. Of course, we will do once we finalize. And
this other flyer, I should send it to all our group now.
Yes, that we will do. Yes, Guruji, and very nice insights on this action in action also. That is also a very good one, and also about us thinking that we are doing it for Krishna. That you told one very nice thing, right? That Krishna is in charge of the result, but we think that we are also
Krishna is the doer, not only in charge of the result.
Doer.
He is making everything. We need to just only think in our mind that we are doing it for Krishna. That is the main thing.
Yes. So that thinking is what we will have to do then. Right? The thinking that we will do something for Krishna is what we will have to do, and rest things will fall in place one by one.
Exactly.
According to plan. According
to plan. Plans. According to Krishna's plan.
Yeah, the striving has to be done from our end, using our own free will. Yeah. Okay.
Because Krishna already decided to, Krishna already is killing the Bhishma, Drona, everyone. Arjuna only told Krishna that Katham Bhishma Maham Sanket Dronam Cha Madhusudana Isubhi Pratiyotsami Pujara Varisudana. So how can I counterattack with arrows, Bhishma and Drona who are worthy of my worship? But Krishna already, by his arrangement, already they are already getting killed. There is no doubt. So Arjuna, if he decides to work for Krishna, then he will not face the reactions. But otherwise also Krishna will make Arjuna to fight, and because of Arjuna's swabhava, he is going to fight. So that is going to happen. So that's the thing. So action is happening already, but we need to think that we are doing it for Krishna, then everything is fine. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but one question, Guruji. See, the others were also, followers of Krishna. In the sense, Bhishma also recited Vishnu Sahasranama and all that. But since they were on the side of Adharma,
that is the problem.
Yeah, but which is Dharma and which is Adharma, Dharma is also decided by Krishna.
That is correct. Bhagavad Gita is the Dharma. That's it.
Okay. Okay, Guruji. Thank you, because they were thinking that they are doing their duty, right? Bhishma, he's on the side of the Kauravas.
They can think whatever, but they may not be right, because Arjuna told so many things to Krishna in the first chapter. Everything looks like great, right? But Krishna said everything wrong.
Yeah, that is right. So our concept of what is right and wrong, what is Dharma and Adharma, may not stand, in actually in the final way.
Yes, so that's why we just have to take Bhagavad Gita, what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, do. So if you are engaged in spreading this Bhagavad Gita, this is our only duty, then we don't have to worry about other things.
Okay. Okay.
He's already making us very busy, correct, Mataji, in this. So.
Yes, Guruji. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare.
Sunil Srivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Today is very interesting, Guruji. What Hemalata Mataji started the question, the discussion was how we think partial and impartial, like a human logical mind. That is nowhere related to Krishna at all. That's what. Then we have to think it differently, Guruji.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking now from now on. How we can think differently, not with what we got education of logic and all reasoning. That is nowhere applicable to Krishna's dharma. That's what I learned, Guruji, today. How will I apply it? That I have to think and do it, Guruji.
Yes.
Because what I learned, that I'll try to apply, I'll try to introspect, but still I'll fail. But still it's okay. But every day you'll be reminding, every day again introspect, again apply to our mind, fail, again do it. Like that, I have to learn to internalize, and Krishna should become part and parcel of me in each and every cell of my body. That's what
it will happen. Already you are engaged in the excellent the service what you are doing it for Krishna. You already started enjoying doing that. So that is once you become expert in doing this, spreading this message. Our goal is to identify all the devotees, correct? Everywhere, but in Bangalore we are now aiming, and other places also, like in Delhi also, like now we are having discussion with devotees, Chitrita Mataji, Asha Mataji, everyone, Ila Mataji, everyone, we are Roma Mataji, we are discussing. So like that, Mumbai also we can start doing it. So it's all, Krishna is giving us the opportunity, Mataji. That's the main thing, to serve him, correct? So that is Krishna's message.
Just have a faith in him, belief in him. He'll give the open the door for us.
Exactly.
That's very clear, very clear in our practical experience. Very clear.
We never imagined like when we started this Bhagavad Gita, it will all happen. Even you mentioned that you will always be changing different classes, correct? But now Krishna made sure that we are continuing and growing and progressing more and more, correct, Mataji? It's all Krishna's message.
Yes, yes, Guruji, yes, Guruji. But one weakness I have, because I'm so greedy of Krishna. I'm oh, I want Krishna, like that. I'm very greedy. That greediness I should stop.
That is not at all greediness. We want Krishna. That is a real desire we should have, Mataji. Everyone should have. That Krishna is very happy. It's not at all
Like immediate result, like mantra should internalize. Mantra when I'm chanting, thought should not come. Like that greedy, though, thought should not come. If doesn't come only Krishna, I can attain Krishna. Like that, that kind of a greediness is there. That's why that
when you
anxious.
chant every day, slowly it will become very, very strong.
Even for greed for Krishna also, I should stop and just surrender to him. That's what. How to do that? I'm just finding out for myself, Guruji. To my context, how will I apply that? I'm finding out. And Krishna will open the door for me. That's what I'm realizing, Guruji. That's what I'm realizing. And it's happening also. He's providing us the opportunity to do his seva through your blessings. It's very nice, Guruji. I'm also looking forward to see all our classmates, Guruji, actually.
Yes.
It's very nice getting Guruji. Let Krishna give the opportunity for them also. We do not know what their personal situations are there. Krishna will definitely give them an opportunity so that all of us can meet in Bangalore. That's what I'm aiming at, Guruji. Come, Guruji. That we have learned so many things. I learned a lot of patience from him. So he should come and in the class. I request him personally also, he should come to the Bangalore meet all of us, and he gives his peace of mind. Every day he gives, but still in a group, if he gives, it would be nice. I request Maharaja Manaranjan Sahuji to come.
I don't know, last 2 days today and
Krishna
it's not there. We
all are interested, but unless Krishna gives an opportunity, nobody can come, Guruji. Nobody can come. It's all Krishna's mercy. So we know very well in all our classmates, Krishna's mercy is there, and he'll make us meet. That's what I'm feeling, Guruji. I'll always pray to meet all our classmates. That's all, Guruji. Thank you very much for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
When we grow very big, we can even go to Krishna's birthplace, Vrindavan, and enjoy there. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Guruji. Today I was so excited that today it was told we'll do Sankirtan and dance. So it will be so nice, all of us together and do, Guruji. That's what I'm just imagining, Guruji. All of us get together and do Sankirtan and dance. That was a great suggestion, Guruji. That was a very great suggestion.
Sankirtan. We can plan. Yes.
We all should have Sankirtan, Guruji. That's also, I liked it, Guruji, idea. So thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, today's class is wonderful class, Guruji. And thank you for the class, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ram Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, as usual, Guruji, I'm in another meeting, Guruji, so I couldn't focus, Guruji. But I did the chanting. Another good thing, Guruji, today morning I woke up around 3:30. I did 16 rounds, Guruji, because yesterday
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So all happens with the blessings of Lord Krishna, Guruji. By his costless mercy, everything goes very well, Guruji. All are good, Guruji. And sorry, I couldn't join your Tamil class yesterday. I will,
No problem.
That's one of the reason I woke up early, Guruji, because I slept early. Then I realized I missed the chanting along with the Sadhu Sangha. And that's a power, Guruji. When we do a chanting along with you, that propels me to the new heights, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. All are good, and I'm quite busy, Guruji. We have the quarter ending, which is done, and I have few meetings as well, Guruji. After that, a management meeting, so I'm preparing for that. So the chanting helps, Guruji. Now that helps me to moderate well and place myself in a composed manner. Otherwise, I'm little impatient and I tend to argue with the board also and try to force my points. And this chanting really helps me, Guruji. I'm very mellowed down now. And I just put forth my points. I'm strong, but I don't have to raise my voice and all and do the stunt activities, Guruji. Now I'm very quiet. I just place my points clearly, Guruji. I don't make any harsh decisions now. That's all because of listening to Bhagavad Gita, Guruji. And 100% I am a transformed person, Guruji. That's because of you. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Now let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,